Obviously, we had a good game today, and our players were really focused and did a nice job in preparation. And as a coach, you know, that's so gratifying to see guys get ready to play a game and prepare and execute. Obviously, we were very explosive on offense. Defensively, we stopped the run. Pitt wants to run the ball and control the clock. We stopped the run. In the first half, we were poor at times tackling. We missed 3 or 4 guys on tackles, and it cost us a couple touchdowns. But they rallied and tackled better in the second half. We lost our focus there a little bit this middle second quarter, and then certainly at the end we had a poor snap on a punt. But other than that, it was a good win for us, and we got a long ways to go. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but I was proud of our team today.
Frank, looked like Mason, his ability to scramble or bounce off tacklers was more than what we'd seen today, and that provided some big plays.
He's worked hard in the off season on a couple things. His footwork on a different style of throws, and then also his ability to protect the ball and move around the pocket. And he made some big plays today at crucial times. And you see the importance of having a quarterback that can make plays. I mean, he made a lot of plays. He got out of his box one time, and when he did, he threw an interception. He did not progress appropriately, and it cost him. He made his mind up prior to the snap based on coverage. They rolled coverage. He didn't stay in his world and threw an interception. So it's an example of what happens when you just don't follow the system that we have in place. But other than that, obviously he was really good. Most of those guys were on offense. I don't know that we had any drops today. I don't think we did. So it was good.
Did you feel like maybe this was as explosive and as efficient, explosive and as efficient as you've been in any game away from home since maybe that public game 6 years ago?
I told the team that they were really good in all 3 phases to start. When I looked down at the Youngstown, it scared me a little bit. Maybe I was I'm getting old, and I was like, wow, did we lose? So, yes, and it's guys played good, and they were focused. They started fast. We made key third downs, and they played good. So I would agree.
Mike, you're the first offense in 12 years to have 4 receivers go for more than 100 yards in a game. Can you speak to the depth of that group, especially considering you didn't have Tyron here, and then also just any comment on his situation going forward?
We had a few players this week that lost focus and got out of our world and in our culture, and so when that happens, they can't be with us and play games. And when we get back on Sunday, tomorrow, they'll be with us. But they're healthy and they didn't violate any rules outside of the team. Okay, so you don't need to go search for any of that. It was inside stuff. But as I said earlier, Mason's done a nice job of spreading the ball around. And when we have good skill guys, he's responsible for delegating the ball to the people based on what they give us. And he did a good job of that with the exception of one time. And it cost him the interception. And that's why we can spread it out and get multiple guys catches. We saw some heavy roll and play towards James Washington, and when that happens, you have McCleskey in the middle of the field most of the time.
So Tyron will be back for TCU.
He'll be back tomorrow. Yes.
Anybody else who was missing, they'll be back, or was Harper?
Madre Harper's not on the team anymore. Brendan Vaughn's not on the team anymore. And Tyra and 13, that's it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So guys stepped out of our culture a little bit, and so unfortunately I had to make tough decisions, but 13 will be back with us, and we'll play the guys that we have in here.
How do you think your linebackers, makeshift linebackers, held up today?
You know, I thought they did pretty good. There was times, you know, Barry, when you're on the headphones and every time the other team makes a play, you hear everybody complaining about this and that, and I would have to watch the tape, but I thought that they were in proximity and tackled fairly well. The 2 plays that we really didn't play well on the one bubble, corner, safety, and then down the touchdown, 7 got his head down, missed a play, missed tackle at 94. But for the most part, I thought the linebackers played fairly well. And they were somewhat limited this week, not only in practice, but obviously out here in Bondage, you know, he had to watch the game from the locker room. I think he was watching the game. Somebody said he actually flipped it over to SpongeBob to start a second quarter. So I need to check on that. But knowing Gundy, there's a chance he could have done that. Anyway, I thought they played pretty well.
Mike, did they approach you schematically in the secondary different than they did last year, or was it pretty much a lot of the same looks?
It's the same stuff, same defense. You talking about?
But did you get Pitt? Was
Pitt
it
schemes?
Yeah,
It's the same stuff. Yeah, a little more crossfire blitz than what we thought they would that they would bring to the table, but for the most part, their structure was the same.
Did you anticipate adjustments, considering, I mean, you guys, Mason had a big day against them last year?
I'll be honest, and I mean this as humble as possible. I have no clue what people are going to do. And I use the term, we got to stay in our world. That's why we got to stay in our world, because sometimes we get things that we don't expect, like last week. I would have never guessed they would have played us that way. Today, I would have never guessed they'd have played the same as I thought they would play a little more high safety, but one thing I mentioned to the media, I don't know who asked me on at the press conference this last week, it's difficult to change who you are in 2 days. Just like with us. I mean, we're going to run our plays and we're going to do what we do, and hopefully we're more sound and we minimize mistakes. I've not ever coached or been around a team that can say I'm going to change my philosophy or scheme in 2 days. So I don't think that's really possible. And we saw a few different things pressure-wise, but the structure was the same.
You know, Pittsburgh's only a few games removed from beating